told you you're not good enough, when he told you you're not right, when he told you you're not strong enough to put up a good fight, when he told you you're not worthy, when he told you you're not loved, when he told you you're not beautiful, you'll never be enough. Fear is a liar. He will take your breath, stop you in your steps. Fear is a liar. He will rob your rest, steal your happiness, cast your fear in the fire, 'cause fear, he is a liar. When he told you you were trouble, you'll forever be alone. When he told you you should run away, you'll never find a home. When he told you you were dirty, you should be ashamed. When he told you you could be the one, the grace can never change. Oh, fear is a liar. He will take your breath, stop you in your steps. Fear is a liar. He will rob your rest, steal your happiness, cast your feet in the fire, 'cause fear, he is a liar. Let your fire fall.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Mitzi McDonald and super happy to be here today. Well, there might be a few small bumps in the road. Summertime colds are never fun. But other than that, we're all good. And I'm going to start off with a song that I wrote. It's kind of all about the little voice inside your head. And I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but there was a time when I noticed that little voice wasn't saying such nice things to me. It was being quite critical. And I thought, that is just downright mean, because I wouldn't say these things to a friend. So why am I saying them to myself? And so I just kind of thought about that and thought about the humor in it. So anyway, turned it into a song, and here it is, Little Ol' Me. I was going along, doing my best, just chipping away at a big to-do list, when out of the blue this so-called friend starts judging me for who I am, and says, you know, you don't try hard enough, you don't work fast, half the time you're sitting on your big inflated morals with some image that you borrowed. And if you actually did what you said you would, you could probably be living out in Hollywood. But you're too chicken, you see. And would you believe that this big old ugly voice was little old me? and shakers in faraway towns. I'm sitting on hold, but on the other end, this person starts ripping me down to shreds. It says, you know, you got no business calling me. I only talk to people who can totally impress me with who they are and the things they've done. And if your songs were good, well, I'd know your name, and you'd tell me when you came to town and where you played. But you can't do that, you see. And would you believe that this big old ugly voice was little old me? Oh, yeah, well, I'm my best friend and my worst enemy. Maybe someday we'll all sit down for a nice cup of tea and agree on these tender subjects, like what I think of me. 'Cause I'd like to know that when the chips are down, there's someone who believes in me. And I know that's got to be a little old me. I know that's got to be little old me. Little old me. Thank you. Always fun sing that.
Thank you, Mitzi. You got to believe that when you come in today, that had to cheer you up no matter where you are in your life, okay? So thank you. We appreciate you being here, and thank you for stepping in for Steve. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad to see you here. Remember a month ago when we were hoping that we'd see sunshine and warm weather? We got to be careful what we wish for, huh? Welcome to those who are in the sanctuary watching us online, or even those that have been here going to watch us later. I am Mary Tuminello, and I'm going to do the very best I can to lead you through the service today. Jan is taking a well-deserved day off, and she will be back next week. But let us give a warm welcome to Reverend Lee Remington for filling in for Jan. We are so blessed to have her here. I want to welcome any first-time visitors. I want you to know that we are an unapologetic, inclusive, spiritual community, which means no matter who you are or where you are in your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. If you would look at the pew in front of you, you will see a yellow card. I don't know if I have one. Well, there's a yellow card in the pew. And if you would fill that out and mark the back of the card, we would not harass you in any way, but we're going to start you on a year's free subscription of Daily Word. And if you'd like to take advantage of this program online, and you're online, you just go onto our website, unitystl.org, and go on Contact Us, and we will get you started on that subscription. And if you should be in need of prayer, there's also a link there for need prayer. And we will get you started on our prayer circle, and then it will go on to Unity Village. And for those that are here in the sanctuary, we have a highly trained prayer chaplain that is ready to pray with you today on anything that's on your heart. Elise Reed. Where do you go, Lisa? Okay, she does the back corner over here, and that's Elise right there. And she would love to pray with you. Okay, so we'll go on now, and we're going to get a report on the Savers Report. Remember when we were collecting all those things? And we're going to ask Julie Grody to come up and tell us all about it.
So we started the fund drive in May, collecting items, and so I would like anyone who helped us sort them stand up, anyone who Donated items, please stand up, and whoever helped load the trucks yesterday, please stand up so we can thank you and give you a big hand. So thank you all so very, very much. Believe it or not, with all the stuff we had, it only took us about a half hour to load it all up yesterday, and it was very warm. So again, big thanks to everybody who came. And I don't know how much we made yet, but I will let you know as soon as I know. And again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Julie, and I want everybody to know, everything seems real easy when it works smoothly, but there's always a person that makes it happen. And we want to thank Julie for all her work. Okay, I want to thank everybody that came to the jazz concert Wednesday. It was a great success, and it was an amazing concert, and there was 115 people there. It was really great. I will highlight, a few events. They are also available on the website, Facebook page, and in the newsletter that you receive. A grief support group will meet Wednesday on the 25th between 1 and 3 in the adult classroom. This group is open to anyone who has lost a loved one. Participation does not mean you have to be affiliated with our spiritual community. It is facilitated by Lisa Wagner Dangling, and I don't think she's here today, but she is just wonderful. I mean, Roy and I met her when we lost our loved ones in a grief group over in Mercy. And she had the newly bereaved, and we wouldn't have made it without her. And she's a trained grief counselor, and there's a sign-up sheet on the table in the lobby. Okay, we have the Community Service Ministry will meet next Sunday, July 6th, so it says. We are grateful, and that's all those items, the knitting, the quilting, the toys, the wraps around your neck for cooling, all that is made by the Community Service Ministry. And they give it to the children of NICU, the NICU, and they give it to the police. So it's all donated material, and they work, as you can see, it's hours and hours. The blankets are donated anywhere that they're needed. Police stations get the toys for children, and they just hand them out where poor children need them. If you'd like to donate something, you can donate fabric or yarn. They have the sewing machines, but you can loan them on various donation supplies that they would like to. If you got anything at home that you want to get rid of, material or anything, they would love to have it. They meet on the third Thursday of every month at the church from 10:30 to 3. Wow, that's a long time, isn't it? You don't have to stay that long. And also, if you'd like to just join them and learn, if you've ever been interested in knitting or crocheting or quilting, they're more than happy to teach you. Okay. You can look at the things on the, to get any other things, or you can go on the newsletter, or you can go on Facebook. This is out there. I want to remind you that we are going to be host of the Thanksgiving Eve on November the 26th. I know it sounds like it's a million years away, but somehow that always shows up. So we just wanted you to be aware of that. Now I invite you to stand if you are willing and able to sing our first community song, I Am the Thinker, by Sue K. Riley and by Kate Michaelis, and accompanied by Mitzi McDonald. Thank you both.
Thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. If you ask me who am I am wisdom, I am light. I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. If you asked me who am I am beauty, I am joy. I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I can choose to be the light and brighten someone's darkest night. I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life.
Good morning. My name's Elise Reed, and I'm your prayer chaplain this morning, and I'll be available for prayer over here after the service, and as always, all prayers are held in strictest confidence. Oh, do we have the daily word? We usually... All right. The daily word for today, guidance. Together, with an open heart and mind, I heed divine guidance. If I am feeling lost or do not know which way to turn, I take comfort in knowing I can pray and bring my awareness to my connection with God. Wherever I am on my spiritual journey, I receive divine guidance continually, and it is up to me to heed it. Divine guidance does me little good if I doubt it or feel too hesitant to act upon it. I commit to remaining open and receptive as I receive my guidance. Even if the call of my heart surprises me, even if I doubt I can do what I am being called to do, I trust the still, small voice within. I affirm I am divinely guided and faith-filled. From Isaiah chapter 58, verse 11, the Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your needs in parched places and make your bones strong. And you shall be like a watered garden, like a spring of water, whose waters never fail. Let's pray. So we drop down into our heart space and connect with the divine, trusting that divine mind always guides us for our highest good. And as we settle into the stillness and connect with our Christ consciousness, we can trust that we are divinely guided. We have all the information that is ours to know, and with our powers of strength and faith, we can act in accordance with the guidance we have received. And so it is. Amen.
Is that me? In the wake of the May 16th tornado that hit St. Louis, I have put together 2 benefit concerts that are coming up this week at Kirkwood Performing Arts, and I'm only announcing them because it is a benefit, and they're both going to be incredible. Tuesday night is American Songbook, Thursday night is more rock and Latin, and Steve Schenkel and Aaron Bodie are in the Tuesday night one. along with Charles Glenn, and there's incredible lineup in both shows. I'm going to be on Channel 2, Fox News, tomorrow morning at 8:40. So if you want to hear more about it, just tune into that. And also, I will have some of the singers from the Unity South Singers at the Bayless Church are going to join me Tuesday night. So, and at both shows, I am singing this song because I named the show this song because I was just walking around singing it the whole time. I was trying to come up with a name, and I thought it's perfect. And it's Neil Diamond, "Turn On Your Heart Light." Come back again. I want you to stay the next time. 'Cause sometimes the world ain't kind when people get lost like you and me. I just made a friend. A friend is someone you need. And now that he has to go away, I still hear the words that he might say. Turn on your heart light, let it shine wherever you go, and let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. And turn on your heart light in the middle of a young boy's dream, and don't wake me up too soon. Gonna take a ride across the moon, you and me. He's looking for a home, 'cause everybody needs a place. Home is the most excellent place of all, and I'll be right here if you should call me. Turn on your heart light, let it shine wherever you go, let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. And turn on your heart light in the middle of a young girl's dream, and don't wake me up too soon. Gonna take a ride across the moon, you and me. Home is the most excellent place of all, and I'll be right here if you should call me. Turn on your heart light, let it shine wherever you go, let it make a happy glow for all the world to see. And turn on your heart light in the middle of a young girl's dream, and don't wake me up too soon. take a ride across the moon, you and me. Turn on your heart light now. Turn on your heart light now. Thank you.
I'll be there. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Giving thanks for this warm day. We know that every day is a good day, right? Because it's another day that we've been given. So we are grateful. Storms, cold, ice, heat, it's all good. Well, perhaps we look around us at our community. Right now, all the devastation from the tornadoes. Look at our country. We're divided. Look at the world. Wars and conflicts. And maybe in the morning we just want to say, I'm going to pull the covers up over my head and just forget it. There's no joy. But I believe if there is ever a time that we need to find, be, and share joy, it's right now. Right now. There's always been a challenging verse in Scripture for me until the last couple of years. And it's in James 1, verse 2. And it's one of our beloved Myrtle Fillmore's favorite scriptures, so we'll see if you know this one. It is, count it all joy. Count it all joy. What does that mean? Well, first, let's define joy. What is joy? You know, we have the joy that, oh, great, I found just the car I was looking for, or Mr. Wonderful just called me on the phone, or Miss Wonderful. And that's great. It's wonderful to have that joy in our life, but it's temporary and sometimes superficial. But I believe the joy that the writer of James is talking about is that joy that's in here. That joy that is not superficial, that is not temporary, that joy of knowing who we are and to whom we belong, of knowing that we are a child of God. So as we sit with that, I am a child of God. Let's just affirm that truth that we know. I am a child of God. And in doing that, what joy that can bring into our life. So I don't believe that James was saying, count it all joy. Whoopee, we're going to live in a Pollyannish world, that we're not going to acknowledge that anything is ever wrong. But I think what he was saying is that we do not let pain or those things of despair in our life define our future, take away our hope. There's a story I heard on NPR several years ago. God bless NPR for all the stories that I get from there. And it was a story or segment about grief. And the woman who was being interviewed shared the story of losing her beloved husband. And she said, I recall standing there at the grave and hearing the words. I'm not sure, she said, if I audibly conveyed them to anybody, but what I felt in my heart was the light in my life has gone out. And she said, so a year and several months passed, and just like life unfolds and moves on, she said, I met someone and I fell in love. She said, I returned to that grave and said, I still love my husband dearly. And I remember that a year ago, I stood at this graveside and said, the light in my life has gone out. She said, but honey, I've struck another match. That hope, that hope. So how do we find joy and hope? Well, just like anything we ask for, I believe it doesn't fall out of the sky, but we're given those opportunities, those lessons to bring them into our life, to learn from them. So I believe that some of the ways that we can find joy, be joy, share joy, is to be aware, conscious of what and who we let into our life, by acknowledging everything that we're going through, not covering it up or glossing it over. You know, in Unity, we're so positive, sometimes we just ignore things that don't feel comfortable. And then to look for the beauty in this world that God has created. So that first, to be aware of what or who comes into our life. We might call them joy stealers. Several years ago, I heard an interview with Michael Beckwith. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Michael Beckwith. Michael Beckwith founded the Agape International Church in Los Angeles. He is a lecturer, a writer, a fantastic, fantastic person. So the interview was decades ago, and I don't remember what show it was on, but I remember it was during the election. Don't even remember who was running, because that's immaterial for this story. But I remember he was asked about who'd be in the White House, and he stopped and said, forget about who's in the White House. Who's in your house? Who's in your house? And then he began to elaborate. Who's in your house? What thoughts and what people do you invite in? So those thoughts that are or can be in our house and who we are. Not those thoughts that just flicker in and out of our head, like wondering, where in the world did that come from? Ever have any of those thoughts? But those thoughts that we hold on to, that we linger with, those thoughts, to be aware of them. And then to be aware of the people that we let in. Again, are they joy stealers? Are they prejudiced, mean-spirited, gossipy? Those people. And he said, what happens often is when we're there wanting to shine our light, that we get bombarded with that darkness. So to be aware of that. And then to meet life where it is, that no one ever gets through life without pain, either loss of a loved one, loss of a relationship, a health challenge, a financial challenge. God knows if there's anybody here who's never had a challenge or pain. Wow, I'm impressed. Because it's kind of part of life. But what do we do with that? One of my teachers at Unity Village had a formula. His name was Robert Brummett. I know you know him, Hope. Robert Brummett, great minister, teacher, author. And the formula was, P times R equal S. He was talking about pain. And the formula was pain times resistance equals suffering. And so his lecture would be, none of us get out of this life without pain, but suffering is something we can choose or not choose. Because if we resist pain or whatever comes to us that's uncomfortable, and we don't deal with it, it keeps coming back and back and back and layers and layers and layers and layers until it is suffering. So he said it's important to deal with whatever comes to us, that it comes to us for a reason, a lesson, a blessing, whatever that might be, to meet it where it is. That grief takes as long as it takes. And there's always wonderful professionals in this world that can help us through that. I know we just heard about one earlier here in the service. I'm not trying to send business your way, by the way, so. And then the third, to find beauty. Finding beauty that can bring joy to our life, no matter where we are. A good friend of mine, Reverend James Stacy, one of my classmates, gave a lesson one day in school, and it was entitled, I Must Have Beauty. And I remember when I first heard the title, I thought, sounds maybe a little superficial, but not at all. It was about finding beauty in God's world. And I don't remember all the details of that message, but I remember how it made me feel. How it made me want to go out and start looking for the beauty that's in this world. A baby's tiny hand grasping ours, a sunset, a sunrise, the ocean, the mountains, love expressed in so many different ways. That wherever we are in life, when we can look and see that, how it can open us up to joy. To joy. And so why do we want joy in our life? Well, that sounds like a stupid question, right? Because it feels good when we feel joy. But also, it helps us live our purpose. That we are here, not just to collect dust, but we're here to be the hands, the feet, the voice, the ears, the love, the compassion of God in this world. We are here to be a light in this world. And when we are living a joyless life, it's impossible to be that light that we're created to be. So my prayer for all of us is that no matter what's going on in the world, because something's always going to be going on in the world, isn't it? No matter what's going on in our life, what challenges and difficulties we may be in right now, to hold on to that hope, to not let joylessness define our future. To be willing to strike another match. To be aware of what we let in to this child of God that we are. To meet everything that comes to us. No matter what it looks like, who it comes from, don't let it rob our joy. And then to look at every beautiful face in this sanctuary right now, every beautiful thing outside, and know that those are gifts from God. And how can we live in that and see that and not find some sense of joy? So on the way here, thinking about joy, all of a sudden, one of the old Unity songs came to mind. I'm sure a lot of you know this, so I'm just going to start singing, and if you know it, just join in. We're going to just do the first verse. Oh, I've got joy, 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 joy down in my. Come on, somebody knows this. Down in my heart, down in my heart, 'cause I've got joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart today. Let's do that one more time. Everybody. Oh, I've got joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart, down in my heart, 'cause I've got joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart today. Wonderful. Yes. Joy. On for you. Some of those old unity songs are wonderful. Yes. Thank you. I said some of those old unity songs are very, very wonderful. Okay. And I believe the greatest joy that we can know is remembering the one in whom we live and move and have our being. Right? That one presence, that one power. And that beautiful affirmation, that statement of truth, that every Sunday when we come together, we affirm that. And so let us affirm that boldly with joy. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. Surely you don't want me to sing here. Who's going to sing when I pray? Okay, good.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I love, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
And so we come to that wonderful time in our service where indeed we do go deeper. Deeper into that beautiful place inside of us, that core of who we are, that church inside of us, that wellspring of everything good. Where we meet and express the divine. And so I would invite us as we focus on this core, this internal church, this beautiful place in us. That we do so with gratitude and joy. No matter what is going on in our life, challenges or difficulties, let's just for this moment set them aside and just step in to that river of joy. And as we do so, opening our hearts, our minds, how can we be a point of light, a place of peace, and a light of joy? What might we need to let go of, release, in order to feel that beautiful joy that's already there? And so in this silence, this silver silence, we listen with our spiritual ears and see with our spiritual eyes what is ours to do to bring more joy into a world that so desperately needs it. In this beautiful and silver silence. And as we prepare to come back to this physical church, this place where we sit with all these beautiful souls, bringing back whatever gift that we've received, whatever inspiration, but knowing that this place is always there. If we've not heard what we need right now, all we need to do is become still and go right back to that wellspring inside of us. And so we do give thanks for all the blessings we have. We give thanks for this unity movement, the joy that it brings. We give thanks for First Unity, who just radiates and pulsates with spiritual joy. We give thanks for our awareness that we are one with each other and one with God. And we do pray this in the beautiful consciousness of Jesus Christ, who said, "I am the light of the world," and told us, "You are the light of the world." And we know that he told us not to hide that light, but to place it on the lampstand so it brings light to the entire room, to the entire community, to the entire country, to the entire world. And that light that looks like joy. And we are grateful. And I have joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Come on, guys. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. Because of joy, 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 joy. Down in my heart. Down in my heart today. Okay.
All right. This next song It is a love song, and I would ask that you hear it not as the lowercase L of love, but the capital L, and almost as if you were hearing these words directly from God. And when I discovered that it was a Bob Dylan song, who's actually quite a spiritual man, I somehow imagined that that's where the song came from. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When evening shadows and the stars appear and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. There's no doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, watch you crawling down some avenue. There's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regrets, the winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mitzi. We appreciate you being here, and that was beautiful. And Katie, thank you for your gift. We so appreciate you too. We couldn't do it without you. Okay, now is the time to take a deep breath, to pause, reflect, and count our many blessings. We appreciate all your donations. We depend on them to pay our bills and to fulfill our mission to enrich more lives. For those of you in the house, we have a box in the back that you can put your tithes and offerings in. For everyone online or in the sanctuary, you can go on our website, unitystl.org, and you can pay through PayPal, Google Pay, and Apple Pay. And if you're on YouTube channel, we have a donate button there. Knowing that we are one with divine source and with each other, would you join us in the prosperity prayer? Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. We affirm that God is our source, and we are grateful for prosperity in our personal lives and in our spiritual community. Now I invite you, if you're willing and able, to stand and say the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. The presence indwells us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. If you would remain standing. Thank you for all of you joining our service today in person or online. Together we are the First Unity Church of St. Louis. We look forward to seeing you again next week. As a vibrant, inclusive community, we come together in oneness of spirit to support one another and express godness and goodness. Our service will end today with our final community song, I Am the Radiant Life of God, led by Katie Michaelis and accompanied by Mitzi. Please join us downstairs for coffee and conversation, and have a great week.
I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the wonderful love of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the wonderful love of God. I am, I am, I am. The peace of God, the joy of God, serenity, harmony, rhythm of God. I am the wonderful love of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the wisdom and power of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the wisdom and power of God. I am, I am, I am. The light of God, success of God, prosperity, happiness, might of God. I am the wisdom and power